Welcome to another episode of Quarantine Corner. I just want to check in, say hello, make sure everyone's hanging in there, and also I just want to spread some light with this next person in my performer spotlight because he certainly sheds light and brings joy to so many people's lives. He is an incredible actor, singer, dancer, performer. To know him is to absolutely love him, and he's also just one astounding human being, and that is none other than Mr. David VILLELLA. Now, David is originally from Trenton, New Jersey. He went to college in Ithaca, New York, where he studied musical theater. Shocking! From there, he moved to New York City, where he lived for 15 years before he came to Las Vegas. He's currently starring in Vegas the Show, and this November would have been 10 years in Vegas the Show, which is an incredible accomplishment. David is just such an asset to that show. He has performed every single role in that show. Well, not every single one, but all the male lead roles. And he's just an incredible performer in that show, an incredible asset to the show, not just only on stage, but off stage as well. So a huge congratulations to you, David. That is just a beautiful accomplishment to be in such an incredible show for 10 years, almost 10 years, which I just think is fantastic. Now, David has had a really incredible career. He started off after college working for Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, and from there did a lot of regional theater in Massachusetts, Florida, Arkansas, and Colorado before he landed his first big break in Cats. And that was in Hamburg, Germany, where he played the role of Tugger for almost a year, and the entire show was sung in German, which is just awesome and really hard to do, and an incredible testament again to David and his work ethic, and I know that he was fantastic. And after doing that show in Germany, that led him to doing the national tour here in the United States, where he was Rum Tum Tugger for just over a year and had an incredible time and experience on the national tour of Cats. From there, this led to another incredible big break for David when he landed a role in the Broadway revival of Annie Get Your Gun, and that was starring Bernadette Peters and then later on Miss Reba McEntire. So he's just had an incredible run and been involved in so many things, and then he is also just an incredible part of Vegas the Show, which is, as we all know, a huge show here in Las Vegas that still is going strong and will continue to, and David is just a very vital part of that show. And I had the pleasure of working with David in that show for years, and David is someone who I consider in my life one of the greats that I got to work with. And we all have those experiences in our lives when we come into the show and we just have people we work alongside. And David is one of those for me who I will always consider one of the greats, along with many others who came through Vegas the Show or Baz or other shows that I've been a part of. But David is truly just an incredible actor. He's just an incredible actor, he's an incredible performer and an incredible singer. And he's also just an incredible human being. And I emphasize the word incredible because that's just how I feel about this wonderful man. When you're on stage with someone like David, who is so invested in his opportunity and his gift, and when you perform alongside him, you can't help but dive a little deeper into what you're trying to portray or what you're trying to give the audience, because he is so invested. He is somebody that I used to say all the time, David, gosh, I just wish I could clone you, because he is so invested in his craft. It is such a genuine investment of who he is really truly on the inside that he brings to the stage and any role that he gets to portray. But he's also that way in life. So it's just a beautiful transformation from real life to stage. There's an authenticity about this beautiful man that is just infectious when you perform with him on stage and when you are just socializing with him off stage. Someone like David is an incredible asset to any show that he's a part of because of his ethic, because of his care, because of his tenacity, and because of his love. It's also because of his kindness, which is something that I think is really special about this person. He's genuinely kind, and when you're in a situation with him, even if it's in a rehearsal situation, he is right there with you. He is the consummate professional, and again, just somebody that goes the extra mile and cares with a genuine heart, both on stage and off stage, which is why he's someone who's made a huge impact in my life, because he's someone that I think we all can aspire to be more like. And those people are very far and few between, but David is certainly one of those people that we can all aspire to be more like in our own lives. And I want to touch on something that's, again, just another really incredible quality about this wonderful man. Aside from his love of performing and his craft with musical theater and the theater in general, he has a deep fascination for religious science, and he's been focused on a spiritual adventure using forms of meditation and affirmative prayer. And David really believes that if we quiet our mind and we live our lives promoting joy and spreading love and always treating others the way that you want to be treated, then we can prosper and have wonderful things happen for us. And the reason I want to touch on this is because it's so easy in our lives to promote happiness and joy and those wonderful quotes that we see that we want to post on our Instagram stories or Facebook, but to actually make the conscious effort to live that way is a different story. It's so much easier said than done. And this person, and I know everyone who knows him can attest to the fact that he lives his life by these rules. He doesn't just say things. He actually implements them into his life. And I think that's something that we need to all recognize, because like I said, it's so much easier said than done to just portray that we want to be this person and spread this love and share kindness, which I think we all do. But this person, David, is so remarkable in how he actually practices those things. There wasn't one day that I was backstage when David was there where I wasn't greeted with the most genuine, beautiful, loving hello. He makes an effort with everybody that he's around. He is so freaking funny and makes everything backstage and on stage so fun. And David, I just know that so many of us just want to applaud you and give you the accolades that you deserve, because you are someone who is so deserving of just love and being honored. And I just thank you so much for sharing your incredible gifts with so many people. You have no idea how many lives you touch with just who you are as a person. And when I see your dedication to your craft, to your friendships, to your beautiful fiance, JC, just to your life and how you want to live it, it's a really beautiful thing that makes everyone stop and go, God, I just want to be more like David. And that's a gift, my friend. But it's just who you are. It's your genuine spirit, and it's something that I've always seen along with everybody else who works with you. And I just want to say thank you so much for just being who you are. So many of us at Vegas the Show would stand off in the wings and just watch you. If it was in the can section or just your attention to detail, you are so creative, you are so smart, and you have an incredible ability to understand the subtext and the in-between moments make just as much of an impact as if you're standing downstage center. And there was just so much learning that came along with working alongside you, my friend. And you might not know that, but you have literally paved the way for so many of us when it comes to pushing us when our acting abilities are performing. And it was just an absolute pleasure and treat to be in a cast alongside you, both on stage and off stage. And I know everybody feels that way in this community. David has been such an integral part, of course, of Las Vegas community. He's been involved with the Doo-Wop Kings, with the Tinsel Tones, and many other gigs around town. He's incredibly supportive, and he's just somebody, again, who to me is one of the greats and will always be. And never complacent. Every show was as if it was an opening night, and you can tell that this person just oozes love for his craft. He oozes musical theater. It's in his blood, it's in his bones, and it is so wonderful to be a part of when you're with this wonderful man. When I asked David about where he'd like to see Vegas entertainment go, he said he hopes we can bounce back stronger than ever. I believe we can too, David. He's hopeful eventually everyone will need to celebrate and connect and party, and that we can be there to provide that exciting entertainment that Vegas is known for. And I certainly hope that you are there to provide that entertainment, David, because God knows that you are just an incredible person on stage. It's in your blood, it's in your heart, it's in your soul, and you do a mean Tom Jones, my friend. I remember. So I hope that we can get this fabulous man back in the spotlight on stage where he deserves to be, along with so many others, so he can share the gift that so many people need, that outlet, and they need that release, and they need that love, and they need that joy. And that's something that this man promotes on stage and off stage. He lives by it, he loves by it, he teaches by it, and he is someone that has made an incredible impact on my life. So David, thank you so much for just being who you are, and for continuing to show so many of us the authenticity of how to live a beautiful life and do what you love. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that this spreads some joy and love and light into your lives and onto your phones or your computers, because that's what this man does to so many. Join me again soon. I have some really exciting people that I can't wait to highlight in the Performer Spotlight. Take care, you guys. Hang in there. We got this. I know it's feeling like it's getting longer and longer, but we're going to get there. I just know we will. So until then, please continue to always wash your hands, cleanse your hearts, love each other, and always, always support the arts. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you soon.